Hello, I'm Carlos Caloni, and this is Election Brief. Within the next 30 minutes, we'll have the latest update from the political scene here in Ghana. We're live on DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 125, all social media handles, and around the world on myjoyonline.com. Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol, your clean fuel in full quantity. Chartered Institute of Management Accountants and the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants and German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental Wellness and Beauty. Election Headquarters for an informed electorate. Please stay with us. Thank you so much for joining us here on Joy News. Now, let's take you to the Ashanti region, where some traders in that region and Ahafo regions are proposing the choice of a female running mate for the New Patriotic Party in the 2024 general elections. They believe such a choice will improve the party's chances of breaking the 8, as well as improving female participation in politics. The market women at a press conference also emphasized the need to choose a female from the Ashanti region for the ticket. My colleague Nana Yaojima has more in the following report.
Speculation over who partners Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for the presidential election continues to gather momentum. Many in the Ashanti region are expecting the choice to be made from the region. Market women from major markets in the Ashanti and Bono regions are the latest to point out their expected qualities. They believe it is about time a woman is chosen to complement the vice president for the election. If the NDC has chosen a woman, the NPP must do same. We want a woman from the Ashanti region, someone with the interests of women at heart. Already, some of them have shown lots of love to we traders. We want a woman with genuine intentions about us. If they refuse to give us a woman, we will not vote the NPP. We will consider other options. Women are very knowledgeable. Even the traders here, we are able to trade for profit every time. See how our market queen is managing things here. It shows how knowledgeable we are. We have love for the NPP and also vote them, but this time we want them to put a woman on their tickets. To them, the appointment of some women to high office in the government by the Nana Akufo-Addo-led administration is evidence of their willingness to ensure gender equality, emphasizing their belief in the party's ability to redeem the country from economic challenges. They want their proposal to be given a careful consideration. For Joy News, Nana Yaojima, Kumasi.
Now, still in the Ashanti region, former Member of Parliament for the Ejisu constituency, Kwabena Adom, has announced his intention to contest the upcoming by-election as an independent candidate. The declaration comes a day ahead of the New Patriotic Party's primary to elect a candidate for the upcoming by-election. A press release from the camp of the former MP attributes the decision to sever ties with the NPP to form what they claim to be the reluctance of the party to deal with crucial concerns with the voter album. It further points to flaws in the election process for polling station executives, claiming the deceased MP, with the help of regional party executives, handpicked some persons for key positions. Nana Osebo, so is the campaign aide for the former MP, and so let's take a listen to what he has been saying.
Polling station executive elections in Ejisu was not done in accordance with what the general practice has been. We woke up one early morning to the news that people had been selected to fill polling station executive positions. We protested, but the party would simply not hear or give us hearing. And so the matter eventually found its way into court. And as we speak, the issue is still pending. And so it is surprising that the party has not made any effort for even reconciling the aggrieved members of it, but then proceeding to conduct primaries when they know that there are pertinent issues to be addressed. This decision is even in response to calls by constituents. If you even come here and conduct an opinion poll, we find out that almost everybody is calling for his comeback. And so it is in response to that call. So we are more than confident. We have an extreme confidence that we win this election.
So as it stands, there's no relationship at all with the New Patriotic Party?
Exactly. He's contesting on an independent ticket.
Now, Nana Osebonso, a spokesperson for the former MP, joins us now for more on this story. Nana, why are you taking such a decision at this time your party wants to break the 8?
All right. Thanks for having me. As I have already explained, the police station executive elections that was supposed to be held in Ejisu did not come on as we had expected. We were expecting that it was going to be conducted in accordance with what the general practice has been and what the constitution of the party requires. So rather, we woke up, like I've explained, to the news that people have been selected at dawn to fill the various police station executive positions. This evidently is unacceptable. It's unthinkable. It's unspeakable. So we're expecting the leadership of the party to immediately address these concerns, but they didn't. And so eventually, some aggrieved members had to take the issue to court. And as we speak, the issue is even still pending. And so Honorable Kwabena Adom is unable to contest on an album that we are even challenging its legitimacy.
But have you formally written to the party? We know the party has processes for addressing some of these grievances from your camp. Have you formally written to the leadership of the party?
We've exhausted all these grievance address, procedures. We have written on several occasions to the party leadership. We're even invited over this very issue. But as to what the findings of the committee, the committee that was formed then, I think it was a committee chaired by Madam Cecilia Nadapa. It was an ADR, an alternative dispute resolution committee that was formed by the party to address some of the issues that had found their way to court. But as to what the decision is, we don't know till now.
All right. So as it stands now, you are questioning the credibility of that register, which will be used to select a candidate for the by-election. Is that it?
Exactly. The register is not credible.
Hello, Nana?
Yeah, the register is not credible, as we've been saying. It's not credible.
Okay.
You see, there's supposed to be a competitive process. The selection of polling station executives is supposed to be a competitive process. You don't just go and then handpick people that you think would vote for you, put them on an album, and then expect well-meaning people to contest on the same album. No, it doesn't happen like that.
All right. A lot of people are also expressing concerns over why the former MP himself is not speaking if he's genuine about this particular decision. Why is he not speaking to the media?
Well, he's definitely going to speak to the media at the right time. He's a bit engaged at the moment, but he's going to speak to the media.
All right. We're so grateful for your time here, for speaking to us. Now, but ahead of the by-election, the New Patriotic Party is holding its primaries tomorrow to elect a parliamentary candidate to lead the party in a bid to retain that particular seat. Let's take you to the Ashanti region for the latest on that development. My colleague Nana Yaujima joins us via Zoom with all the latest. Nana, what details do we have about the upcoming primary as of today?
Now, from what we've been able to gather, 1,081 delegates are expected to participate in this election. And from the information I have, all camps, that's the 9 aspirants, they all have the voter register, and they are basing on this voter register with 1,081 people. That is the register they are basing on to campaign. So far, the information that I've been receiving from the ground is that all these aspirants have been to the delegates, they've met them, and 24 hours to the election itself, both all campaign is expected to cease, and the party executives are ensuring that that is done. Unfortunately, the information I've been able to gather indicates that there are some who are secretly campaigning. They are, wrapping up their campaigns, going to these delegates. They are going to their various homes to have a final and concluding speech or speeches with them, get them to vote their into their favor come tomorrow. So far, the information I've been able to pick is that the Forestry Commission Training School is the venue set for the election, and already the party executives and election committee are on the ground trying to prepare the place for tomorrow's election. So far, all is set for the election. That is the indication I'm getting from the chairman of the constituency.
All right, so we are learning also that the former MP has decided to go independent. I mean, he's been citing some issues with the register. How are delegates actually reacting to this development, and what influence will this have on the primaries tomorrow?
So that is the conversation that you hear within the Ejisu constituency. It looks like every person within a constituency who is politically inclined is having this conversation. Mind you, Mr. Osu Ediomi was MP for Ejisu for 2 terms, and out of that, he's been able to couch a constituency within the delegates that will be voting tomorrow. At a point, it seems that there was an Ediomi camp within the NPP, but as of now, I cannot confirm where these people now hold allegiance when it comes to issues of the party. Obviously, because of his influence and the constituency he's been able to couch within the NPP, it's obvious that his decision to sever ties with the New Patriotic Party would obviously affect the party's fortunes in the next election. But the party executives say they are now concentrating on tomorrow's election. Immediately that is done, and Mr. Mr. Ediomi also files to contest in the election. That is where they will look at handling Mr. Ediomi himself. But from all indications, according to the NPP, the Mr. Ediomi's decision to go independent will not affect their chances of retaining the seat when it comes in the upcoming by-election.
So have we had any of the aspirants, I mean the 9 of them, make any comments about the former MP's decision so far?
Not yet. We've tried to establish contact with some of these aspirants and speak about these issues. But it looks like they are all now concentrating on tomorrow's election because they believe that that is the first hurdle towards becoming the parliamentary candidate and, if possible, the member of parliament for the New Patriotic Party in the Ejisu constituency. So it looks like all attention is focused on tomorrow's election.
All right.
They believe that winning this election would take them straight into parliament because the Ejisu seat is one of the strongholds of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region, and the NPP is able to make at least 75% of the votes in the Ejisu constituency. So it looks like that is where the focus and attention is.
All right, so Nana, tell us about the security arrangement ahead of tomorrow. What do we have on the ground in terms of security?
So from the information that we've been gathering, looks like the New Patriotic Party, that's the election committee, they've teamed up with the police and ensuring that the maximum security is assured at the grounds. Mind you, when the NPP was having its delegates conference within the Ejisu constituency, there were a number of policemen. I was there personally and I could count not less than 80 policemen. And from all indication, this will not be different from the previous ones we have seen. Police will be strong, or the visibility of the police will be felt at the grounds. So it looks like all is set, security arrangements set, and the NPP is checking all the boxes ahead of the election tomorrow.
We are so grateful to you, Nana Ejima, for your time. Thank you. Now, let's bring in a political scientist to analyze the impact the MP will have on the by-election. Dr. Kwam Sante is a senior political science lecturer at the University of Ghana department. He joins us via Zoom. Doc, are you surprised about the decision of the former MP?
Oh, the decision to contest as independent candidate?
Exactly.
No. Oh, no, because in politics, once a while you have this decision taken by people. They really want to contest, but normally it's based on a number of reasons. One is sometimes there is a perceived manipulation or injustice within the political system. Then that individual will feel that he has been given a raw deal, for which reason he wants to contest as an independent to show the party a lesson. That is one. Another one is that people become independent candidates because of certain superior qualities that they have that the party itself don't want to accept and give them opportunity for. That matter, they believe that because of the qualities that they have, people will look at that and then support them to win. What are some of the qualities? Loyalty, that there's a person who has demonstrated beyond doubt he's loyal to his party through and through.
Okay.
He has a lot of influence within the party, and then he has strategy that can really galvanize a lot of support for him and ultimately win power for him. And then he's also popular. Remember, you are talking about game of numbers. So you want to see whether the person is popular, and popularity counts a lot in this regard. And of course, the person is experienced and has what? Resources. Above all, he has what? Knowledge of what the constituency needs, their needs, the aspirations, and whatnot. So he's like an embodiment of the constituency. Then the third one is that sometimes people become independent candidates simply because there is a gentleman agreement that has been reached by political actors within the party. And that, look, it is a turn of John Kuma to go the previous election. Now that he's no more. So even if he were alive, we would have allowed another person to go because there was that agreement reached at that level when sometimes people want to pursue this. And so all these factors can bring to the fore an independent candidate. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How should he be communicating now? What should be his messaging? Looking at the fact that he's now outside the party. So he'll be able to, knowing very well the Ejisu constituency is one of the strongholds of the NPP. What should be his communication strategy now?
He has to, first of all, be able to come to terms with the fact that he's now going to compete against a giant party within a stronghold, Ashanti Region. You are not talking about any other region, but Ashanti Region, where NPP is a dominant party. So there is a Herculean task here from the word go. So then it means that your strategy must be sharp. Your message should be a message that brings hope, that tells everybody that, look, all the rest are no good. You are the one who have the magic wand to turn things around. All right. And that when given the opportunity, you can serve their interests at the constituency and in parliament. You should be also be the one who will be like the bridge. If there is an injustice that has been or a certain level of injustice be perceived by the people within the party, you believe that you are the bridge who will be able to deal with that injustice within the party and make sure that you restore hope to followers of the party within that enclave. So a message must be crafted in that light. And above all, you should be able to let them know that, look, a vote for you, even though as an independent candidate, obviously, they will see the effect in parliament supporting the party ultimately. All right. That will not be directly made. Otherwise, then they don't know who you are campaigning for. But they know that, look, obviously, one day they will depend on your support in parliament when the time comes. And you can cite examples such as what happened in Fomena and the rest of them. So he has to be able to look at these things very well and then plan them well. Once he's able to do that, he's going to compete effectively. As to whether he will win is another thing.
All right, so let's look at how the NPP as a party must be cautious in terms of ensuring that his going independent does not affect their chances in the 2024 election. And what should the NDC also be doing, knowing well that a former MP has now left the rank and file of the party so they can take advantage of the space he has created?
You are talking about NDC or MPP?
What MPP should do to ensure that his leaving does not affect their numbers, and what can the NDC also do to solve their numbers in the constituency?
This is a double barrel question,
Exactly.
but let me deal with it. Right. The first one is that let me look at what the MPP would do. The MPP obviously must campaign on their strength and sell the message that, look, it is a party we are serving. Any person who goes away, obviously, doesn't seek the interest of the party. This message obviously will go down well with the party. And then you bring to the fore that, look, all the things that the previous MP was doing, our late MP was doing for you, we are ready to continue from where he left off. Let us vote for the party just to let the world know that, look, we sympathize with all that has happened and all that, so that we maintain the status quo, right? And then a third one could be that, look, let us remember that all our effort must be put together to support the party and win here, because any vote that will come down will be an expression to the NDC that, look, their votes are dwindling, for which reason let us also work hard to get some of the numbers. Right. Remember that all that the NDC is looking forward to is that when your vote dwindles, they are able to take a maximum number. Remember, once they get between 27 and 30%, they are home and dry. So any effort at making sure that your vote will go down, that become a strategy for the NDC to be able to take advantage of. And of course, the NDC also must be able to make a great showing in there. Once they do that, it will have a bandwagon effect. That, look, the party, even though it's in their stronghold, they are losing the steam. So why not? Let's double our effort, and who knows, we'll be able to rake in some votes. And all these things can work on the psyche of voters. Remember that at this level, the voting psychology of the people, you should be able to work on it effectively if you want to maintain your head above waters.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc. We are so grateful for your time here on Election Brief. Now, time to hear from you, the electorate. A voter's voice today is from Tudu here in Accra.
I don't even agree to vote. I don't agree to voting. Let me put it that way. I don't agree to voting because the country we are living in right now, what the people really want is not what they are getting. That's not what we are getting at all. What are we getting? What are we going to gain from building all those big buildings and even moving the sea to Kumasi and all the manifestos or policies they are bringing up? We don't see what we the citizens are going to benefit from. We want job. Let's say you come to Accra
Then we have a factory whereby the government is in charge of maybe slippers, our local slippers. Then you employ about 20,000 youths. Morning, afternoon, evening, we are running shifts. You go to Pokwasi, you see the same thing there. You go to Kaswa, you see the same thing there. You go to Tama, you see the same thing there. You see, this is what we want. We want jobs that we can easily make money from.
Metwa my NDC. Sanse me don't know. There be. Me don't know now. But my memory is a costro. Or drink Ghana. Or drink Ghana. Yes, we are done. Or no so do. It's a per se NDC about Samba power biome.
The home say for this year about 1 year and yeah better. Both NDC and NPP na I saw the same scale. Your classmates for empty promises we beba no. Ya tiabre into a few year you to know ya agent say yeah dear cry better abanibi. Cause I saw you see the year the omupe. We ba may we share Bosha Nanado share 1 district, 1 factory. Factory no yen humba kumpo ye. 1 village, 1 dam. Dam no yen humba kumpo ye. And this is Subaba or Baba be cancel we. Into ye a few de ya ni say Ghana pa about 1 year. E do so more busia politicians on almost so more busia for no bed. E to abano. Ye to be. To because U2 1 2 the same scale. The omupe na no ye dada no na ye te ho.
Fremeto aba. Na meto so ameto ma ba omia. Esan say onye hwe kra no one akufo ado omahu Ghana for mo bo ama yetua school fees o mu tua maye. Mama ta me bapani na ko school mama ta me tua school fees me hu say de sitie. Ndi say na na ado hu e mo bo na yen sebe. Yanka yen se mfata na yen so ye matimi akọ secondary school ni bidia. Efie bia anya bia na mo no so kron ati meto aba ma no. De nkrofo ka waye den. Me na me ko di president anka me so me fa me nua de na be bata me ho. Abusua bia ni ho a onya position obeka so obegya na abusua ho akọfa obi de eye ntro. Omu nyina omba omba se so omu nua no ma be bata omu wadi sika oni sika emfa me ho. De hia me ane se me ba nso akosku ama na me nso me fie. Manya free education ni bia na me batimi tworo timi kenkan no ana hia me. Ma de okaka oba ye na de no ye onya na asam ye nwe ho.
Metro ama NPP. Jenti a metro ama NPP ni se Ekufu ado ba ye no wa ya de free HS enko anti ehiafo nyina timi akọ secondary school o ma na mo fie secondary school ni ho no o mo anya bi because ye hwe NPP a o mo ye national cake ye hwe sa help insurance o mo de ba cover obi a entimi party na me wo mu na ye party a o ma no ye nya ho mfaso enti sa NPP party ne de me free mo nda enfree mo chena fisa ne ma papa wo mumu amode ba amoba so oman no yenso nya ho mfaso emfa ho ne sa kufu ado ba ye ya challenges wo ho obehia covid munyina mudi adanse obehia covid enti oba na MPP ba so de bia ye won ka ye ho NDC ntesa NDC aban ntesa.
And that's all we have on Election Brief today from your election headquarters here in Accra. We have a lot more election-related stories on our website, myjoyonline.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a great afternoon.